Hey, fire it up, boys. Okay, so I'm trying to get organized here and get all my stuff together, and I'm transitioning from deer season to turkey season, and it's a little difficult. I have everything scattered around. Filming aspect is kind of different, so I'm having to disconnect all my camera pieces, hodgepodge all my stuff together, but this is finally the first time I'm able to go. This time of year also is just, it's weird. I guess it's weird all over the country, but definitely here in Florida. We were just in South Florida yesterday, and it was like, I don't know, probably the low was 65. This morning, I'm back up in North Central Florida, and it's 38. So this time of year also, and you know, a lot of times in Florida, but most of the time this time of year, it goes probably a 30 or 40 degree temperature change. So it's going to be probably 78 by lunchtime. So it's really a pain in the ass to dress, especially for turkeys, because you do a lot of walking. This one I won't be as much, but I literally look like a hunting hobo. Like, I have got all kinds of random things on, mix match camo, but that's okay. I feel like I'll blend in more. I'll blend in even better. What y'all doing? Huh? Yeah. You never know what you'll see out here. I knew they had sheep, but they usually keep them in the other pasture. Very nosy. They're not going to be in the pasture I'm going to, and then I'm going to be hunting around the corner here, so should be all right. Of course, the neighbor's cows are right here. It's not a big deal. It's just turkeys a lot of times won't be out in those fields strutting just because the cows. I'm going to set up the Jake. I like the Jake just because it's kind of like using a decoy for deer. You get a younger buck, a dominant buck wants to come in and push him out. Turkeys will do the same thing as see Jakes. That big gobbler will come in and run him off. So you want to get that big old Tom in here. I got the ground blind right back here that I shot Shifty out of. It's pretty decrepit and falling down, so I could sit in it, but I don't feel like it. I feel like sitting on the ground. I'm going to tuck in right here. I'll show you. There's a nice log. I can get in there, have some good back cover. So we're going to throw a decoy up. Just do some calling. Sit here for 30 minutes, an hour. See what happens. Alright guys, that decoy is so old. It's starting to come apart. But I've shot a lot of turkeys for that, so why fight what works? A little super glue, I think it'll be fine. Definitely having a vest helps, a good turkey vest, because I got a cushion in Florida. Well, all over the South. Briars. Bad. But they make for good cover, so you can sit in there and hide. The cows have eased off, so that's a good sign. I'm going to pull out my oldest call. This is a Primos slate call. You can see this thing, it used to actually, it's busted. It's dead quiet other than birds and cows. Let's see if we can just hit this call and see if we can hear anything. This thing's like 15 years old. Sounds awesome. I love the slate. Good thing is, there's no wind today, so my sound will travel good. Kind of up on this hill here. Slopes down. There's a big chunk of woods over there. I don't have permission to hunt it, but next to it, the problem is that field's overgrown. But I know the turkeys get out and strut around in one of the hay fields we cut over there, so I'll sit here for like 30 minutes, and if I don't see anything, we'll ease that way. Just see if I can hear a gobble at least today. I know the birds are around. I've been getting them pretty consistent every day on camera. Turkey ninja. Alright y'all, I just heard a bird. I didn't hear gobble, but I could hear the wing flaps. Well, it doesn't necessarily ruin the hunt, but if a bird was going to come from that direction, they're not going to come through there now. Pretty sure that's where these birds are roosting too. And it never fails, guys. As soon as I got in and settled down, my phone went off and the Tacticam sent me a picture 15 minutes before I got in here. There was a Tom right here in front of us. I'm telling you, it's part of the fun now. If I just came in here and sat and shot one right away, it wouldn't be as fun. So, exactly. Yeah. This is part of the hunt, guys. Just sit on the ground relaxing. It's beautiful out. It's probably low 60s right now. Nice light wind. Got the cows just doing their thing in the background. Relaxing. Go see if we can find another one. Alright, I'm gonna move to my neighboring property here. There's a little sliver of woods. I eased up here. Show you where I'm at. So right there. So I just eased up, peeked around the corner, and guess what? Nothing. The turkey, honestly too, I've got that feeder over here that I shot Ernie on. I never had any turkeys come to that corn. It's crazy. I thought I'd have more turkeys over here this year just because I had the feeders running for quite a while for my deer. They've since run out and I've got turkeys showing up, which is crazy. But this time of year, turkeys will show up everywhere. Cross fences without busting my ass. Like I said, there's fences everywhere around here. Like I said, when I come out, I'll show you how thick this is. Look at that. That is thick, you know, so. And like I said, since it's that thick, we've got this here. You can see strip of woods. You've got the thick here. They can come from over here, from over where I'm sitting, cross through here. If they had to go through here, they'll just fly over it. So the turkey will not walk through that. It's just too thick. The deer barely go through that. They usually stay on the edges. So this is the property here where we do our hay. So if you watch the channel, you've seen that video. We hay here, and then all the way on the back chunk over there, that's a big block of woods. It's like 60 acres. Nobody hunts. They don't allow hunting, so it's essentially the sanctuary. So there's many times I've come over here doing hay or just moving hay from out of here. When I was chasing after Shifty, I actually scouted over there, put some stands up over there. Pretty much always saw turkeys, so I'm gonna ease up because I can't see on the other side. For all I know, they could be out in the pastures. We'll just ease over there, look. If they're not, hit some calls. If I don't hear anything, we'll call it a day. Come back this afternoon. All right, and as I suspected, they're literally out there in the field. Of course, like literally in the hayfield. I could have just went up to the guy's house and just walked back here. Oh yeah, I can see a Tom over there. He's strutting too. See if I can get the big camera on him. We're gonna get set up and then call. See how far I gotta go. It's about 150 yards, 200 yards. I've got this hump, like a hill out here. It gives me cover so I can kind of get away with this. I'm gonna probably army crawl out, put the decoys up, start hammering the call. This is why that Jake decoy is good. If they see that Jake decoy, he gets mad at it, he'll come over. Like, gopher up to see where he is. Alright, so I got these woods behind me. I'm gonna have to try to tuck in there. There's some shade back here. It's the only bed I got. I'm literally blasted by the sun, so I'm gonna try to get this decoy just right here. As you can see, I got all these fences here. Start calling, see what happens. They've got to cross 3 fences, and the wind's blowing in my face, so they're not. It's gonna be hard for that call to carry. The sun is blinding me, so I'm gonna tuck up in the shade and see what happens. If not, I'm gonna have to try to army crawl quite a long ways, and I get down one of these alleyways. It'll be like on top of me. Oh yeah, fired up, boys. Answered right back. Let's go get set up before I get busted. So I just army crawled out to the decoy to move him, because where I have to sit, I wouldn't be able to see it. And I looked, and both of them are up on top of the fence, so they're coming this way. So I gotta try to get all situated here. I'm all flustered. Shit, I hit the camera. I got him. He was about to hop the fence. Oh shit, there's still more. They're still right there. They're fired up, boy. So my bird's flopping. I can't believe that just happened. So I literally dug my turkey vest out of our shop. It took me 45 minutes to find it. It's been 5 years since I turkey hunt. The last turkey hunt was in Missouri. It's one of the first turkey hunts I've ever filmed with Taylor. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. That's a good one. We got there, Missouri, snow flurries, had 7 birds gobbling. Okay, so that's a first right there. I've never shot one off of a fence. So I got impatient when I thought to myself, this will be cool to shoot it off the fence when they hopped up there, but the way this was like just so, they came on me quick. When I set that up, I had nowhere to set. You can see behind me, like I tried to get in this shade as best I can, but then I can't get in there because there's nothing. So I had to set up right here. That fence, they were 20, 30 yards, but I can't shoot because that fence, you know, the pellets there's just too much of a risk shooting through that fence. So when they hopped up, I was like, I'm gonna blast them off the fence. Missed. So perfect example though, guys. When turkey hunting and they're fired up and they're out trying to breed, that's when they get dumb, just like a big deer. If you miss, make a bad shot, your hunt is not over. That is a perfect example right there. And that's why I always try to have a diaphragm mouth call. This one was so dry, it sounded like shit when I put it in my mouth this morning. I kept it in my mouth the entire hunt just to kind of, I hate talking about keeping something in my mouth just to get it wet, but that's what I did. And it worked. So I was gonna, the first one crossed, he went down, crossed again. So I thought they saw this Jake, but they know something just happened, so they're not gonna come over. As soon as he hopped up on the fence, that was my opportunity. I don't even know which one it was. I'm not sure how big this bird is, but he had a good beard on him. There's nothing more exciting than fired up turkeys on a hunt like this. That hill saved me. If I didn't have that hill where it's crested over, they would have busted my ass. So boom, that was an awesome hunt, guys. Go check this bird out. I've got my stuff scattered all over. Literally army crawling after this bird. Crazy hunt. Oh yeah, beautiful bird. Here he is, y'all. Man, I can see already from here, he has got some fat spurs on him. Mossberg, the old pump. I love this shotgun, guys. It'll take up to a 3.5 inch shell. That was a 3 inch, but it's not gonna put a hurting on him. Without killing myself. Whew. Boom! Look at that, guys. Beautiful bird. In the horse pasture where we literally cut hay. I've seen these turkeys while I'm out here cutting hay. I finally caught up to them. Of course, I put them in fire ants. Just remember, guys, this is a small piece of property that I have access to. I've shot 2 deer that are in the Florida Buck Registry, over 100 inches for Florida, and now turkeys. So a little tiny piece of property, if managed right and set up right, can yield a ton of success. That's how fast turkey hunting can go. I mean, I didn't hear a bird. I had that one show up and before I got there, you know, but you got to stay positive, right? You got to just keep going. It's called hunting. So I came around the corner. I knew that far field over there, I've seen turkeys in. And I came over and crested this hill, and sure enough, I saw them down there. I saw one in full strut, so I instantly went into, you know, hunt mode. So please be sure to go like and subscribe. It's a lot of work to bring you this stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick around. We're gonna have a whole lot more.